I'm super, super proud of our women, my women, our women. They obviously got down, and we shot horrible the first half, and I just kept telling them, just keep shooting, keep shooting, keep shooting, it's going to fall. And eventually it finally did, and that's when, but I would say this, defensively, I feel like they were in lockstep. They were locked it down. I mean, yeah, we have our mistakes, but they kept fighting through them. And Dav flying around, like, did her thing on defense to be able to make it so it created helter-skelter, and that's one thing I love about her. And just getting out and running. I really was happy about my girls and being able to play in that nature.
Question. Defensively, with the Round Six Sisters, I think they came in averaging 40, and they got 18 or 19 today. What was the team dynamic and defensive structure against those two and against Colorado State?
Well, obviously we knew we had to take care of them, and that was a focal point but we couldn't just guard with one person. It's got to be all five. So you saw people were collapsing, people were stunting, people were doing things to help each other out. But essentially, I mean, it was Mariah and Dav that stepped up on number 21 on Emma to lock her down. And, I mean, she still did her thing, but I felt like she couldn't do anything without us at least being there. She didn't have any wide open, nothing easy.
You said you told them to keep shooting, but Emma's post-game seemed to help out quite a bit as well.
Yeah.
You're getting the offense kind of unstuck.
Yeah. Well, we knew we had an advantage inside, and so if we just, I mean, we were settling for a lot in the first half, and so once we got it inside, I feel like it kind of opened up the outside and gave us a little bit more breathing room.
Yeah, Coach talked a little bit about defense, but what was kind of the intensity that sort of seemed to ratchet up a little bit in that second half defensively for you guys?
I honestly thought we had good defense the whole game. Like, I think that's what held us together the first half. So I think we just continued that the second half, especially with, like, 21. 30 played more minutes the second half, and I thought we held her also good as well. But I think going into, like, halftime, all of us were, like, keep on 21. Like, don't let her get her shots. Like, that was the main goal, and I thought we did a good job, so. Nothing else, really.
Funny thing, Dav, like coming out of timeouts, I could hear her, like when Josh was doing matchups, I got 21. No, I got to, like, she just.
Yeah,
and I love that
they tried rotating me off.
Just maybe we need a spell, but it was so funny, and so that's one thing I love about Dav, that she's going to stick her nose in and do whatever it takes for the team.
Yes.
You're earning a little bit of a reputation right now, 3 games into the season, as like a defensive monster. Are you okay with that, Rep?
She likes defense, so yeah, I
Gets
love
her
that,
more
Rep.
minutes.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I only had 1 shot attempt the whole game, but, like, I don't care because we won.
And she was 1 for 1, so, like, 100%.
100%, right? Even I could do that now.
Amari, short of describing maybe your coach jumping up and down in the locker room at halftime and throwing things or whatever, what's going on at halftime that the last 2 games specifically, you guys have come out on fire in the second half? What things are kind of creating that momentum in the second?
I just think a lot of our girls are just hungry for it. Like, we'll be in the locker room and we just talk about, like, what's killing us, what's, adjustments we need to make. But we all like to win, so I think we just come out fighting. It's good for us to, kind of get a little bit of a breather and then, regroup, get our focus in, and then just come out. But I think all of us, we have a lot of good leaders on our team that we all just kind of pitch in and talk about what we see, what we think we need to do, and just kind of helps us get going.
I think last year too, like, it was like a reputation for us to have really bad third quarters. And, like, we have totally flipped that around, and I just, like, love how we come out in our third quarter, and it adds so much energy towards the end of the game. So
3 games in, Amber, what are you learning about this team that gives you encouragement for what's going to happen next?
I would say they have a lot of fight. Like, that's one thing that I love about them. They're going to fight till tooth and nail. I would say, too, to echo off of, like, the locker room at halftime, there's a lot of accountability going on. Like, it's not pointing fingers. It's like, that was my bad. That was, you know what I mean? And so they talk to each other about, hey, this is open, this is open. Oh, yes, that's my fault. I'll see you. Like, I can hear it. And I like that they're actually coming together in the tough moments instead of going their separate ways.
Is that like a collective leadership kind of thing going on?
I would say, yeah. Like, there's a whole bunch of them that step up, and yeah, the veterans see things, but the younger ones are in there fighting too. So it's legitly like, hey, I got, you missed me on this. Yes, I'll get you next time. Like, it's a lot of, like, taking accountability, and that helps stem what's going on in the locker room.
Amari, what's it mean being surrounded by shooters the way that you are as a point guard, with Delaney going off tonight? You had Camry go off the other night. Dav's apparently 100% from the field now, so she's going to be ripping up 3. Like, Emma likes to take shots. Like, what does it mean just as a point guard having all those shooters around you?
It honestly makes my job easier. I feel like I have a lot of opportunity when I come off pick and rolls or just, like, getting downhill that, like, I know someone will relocate or, you know, kind of space out pick and pop for Emma. And so it's hard to guard. Like, you got to guard all of us. You can't just, you know, pick and choose. And so I think my game's more downhill, and so it puts a lot of pressure on the big. So I can easily, you know, hit a shooter in the corner, hit Emma picking and popping, and so it's nice. I love it.
Yeah.